Greetings, ASA members. Maybe I should say Happy New Year. One thing we're considering in the new year is what determines a quality school? Yes, a lot of research provides various answers, but we're not dealing with research, we're dealing with the government. And in Arizona and many other states, school quality is indicated in the eyes of the state by the A through F accountability system. And so A through F continues to occupy policymakers' attention and our attention. Now, proposed changes to the high school model and the elementary model are being reviewed by the State Board of Education. They have a survey now open to ask your opinion on these proposed changes. And the links to that survey are included with this message. Now, whether your concern is elementary or high school or alternative schools, these changes will alter how our schools are graded. Now, 3 options are being offered for the high schools. All these options, by the way, have removed growth scores, leaving only proficiency. The question to consider is which of these 3 models best represents school quality. You'll see some charts here. As the chart shows, the first option adds the dropout rate, increases CCRI, Career and College Readiness Inventory, and the grad rate to replace growth. Model B adds science and the dropout rate and increases the weight of the Career and College Ready Index, CCRI. Model C adds science and the dropout rate and gives equal weight to proficiency, CCRI, and the grad rate at 25% each. So, our concern, of course, is the issue with growth, and that's based on the menu of assessments. When all high schools have chosen maybe ACT or SAT and only test a student once in 4 years, how can that student's growth be measured? So here's our concern. If growth is abandoned at the high school level, will that concept move to the K-8 level in another year or so? The K-8 model currently proposes no big changes this year, but it does make some adjustments. Chronic absenteeism will not count for kindergarten or chronically ill students. The bonus point calculation method is revised. There's a couple other changes as well. You can see the other details in the survey, or better yet, review the PowerPoint attached to this message, which gives greater detail on all of these changes. You have until Tuesday, January 15th, to make your thoughts known to the State Board. Now you might say, will the State Board even look at this? Well, as of today, only 91 responses have been received by the State Board, and they are looking at those. So, with only that few responses, certainly any input you give will be considered. Survey now or forever, hold your peace when the changes come down. Now, who decides these changes? The State Board of Education. You might say, you know what, I've had enough of changes to A through F and to our assessments. Don't look now. More changes are coming. The menu of assessments, should current state statutes remain unchanged, moves to the K-8 level next year. That brings up some interesting questions. Will AZ Merit be renewed? Will that be part of the menu of assessments for K-8? Remember, the contract for AZ Merit, as of now, expires in November of this year. If AZ Merit expires in November, what tests will be given by elementary schools in the 1920 school year? Further questions. Will the U.S. Department of Education allow, under ESSA, a state to use multiple assessments at the elementary level? How will move-on reading and third grade retention fit in if we now have multiple assessments being used by various districts all over the state and no AZ merit? Who will pay for these assessments if AZ merit goes away? A whole new year's full of questions. Speaking of questions, so far, the Arizona Department of Education has asked for a waiver from the federal government to allow the menu of assessments for high schools. That answer has not yet been received. When will we ask the U.S. Department of Education if ESSA allows the menu of assessment approach to elementary schools? State law says that's where we're going. The federal government has yet to agree or disagree. Remember what hinges on these assessment decisions: school improvement designation, potential school closure for charter schools, results-based funding, third grade retention, community perception of our schools, educators' perception of their own efficacy, students' perception of their own value and progress, or lack thereof, teacher and principal evaluation. Is A through F on your radar? Don't emulate Vladimir Putin, who said, "I am never guided by a possible assessment of my work." Don't be that guy. Please take a look at these opportunities for professional growth, and we won't be giving you a grade on these.